Hello dear students, today we are going to start the new session or the you can also call as a new chapter, that is the acids, base and the salt. So hope you have heard these words but you might be no any knowledge about it, what is mean by the acid and the base, but actually you know the meaning of a salt that we mostly used in our daily life. So we will see the in details what do you mean by the acids and the base. So before that we will see which are the topics we are going to be covered up. The topics to be going to be covered like acids, base, indicators, neutralizations, salt, and some examples which we used in our daily life like acids, base, and the neutralization or the neutral things. So now the things which included as an introduction means the things which we don't know, the things which we daily use in our life, those consist the acids and base, but we usually cannot indicate that yes, that substance, that food or that fruit is consist of acids or the base. So what they are, the examples we will see in details. So why we need to know about the acids? Yes, it's very necessary to know because for example, if your mother is preparing one dish at the time, you may show any curiosity to know the what type of ingredient she has taken to prepare that dishes, is it? So likewise, you sometime you must show the some curiosity, what can we say, curiosity, to show that or ask that in this food material or fruit which type of acid or the base is present, is it? So likewise we will see some examples. Just I was shown in images like fruits, some curd, vegetables, tablets, is it? So these are actually consisting of the acids. Now one example of orange, lemon or lemon juice, if you can take, it's actually consisting of an acid that is a citric acid. So now why it is called as a citric acid, or why that fruit is also known as a citrus fruit? Because the acid which consists by that fruits, okay, according to that they were named as a citrus fruit or citrus substance. Okay, so that acid which consists by the lemon juice, orange or orange, like any type of a fruit, that is a citrus fruit, and that acid is known as citric acid. Now what about the vinegar and the curd? The vinegar is also consisting of a watery liquid, okay, which we normally used for the preparation of Chinese dishes. So that is also one acid. Now curd is one acid which, why it is called consists the acid, or which type of acid it consists, the acid like lactic acid. Okay, so through that only the whatever the microbes which are present like a lactobacillus and all, according to that it named as a lactic acid. Now what is the role in our daily life, means what are the roles of these things? For example, like lemon or the orange, these are we normally used as a raw fruit, or sometimes we prepare some dishes or juices, okay, for the consuming. Next, vinegar is used for preparing the Chinese dishes. Next, the curd we normally used for as eating purpose. Next is that some tablets are also present in the market which is consist the acids. So which way they are, we will see in the details in the what are the acids. Next, the some vegetables also consisting of acids, what they are, they will also we will see in details. Now where they actually found, where they actually found, they are found in the, just we have seen the curd. Next, in the fruits, in the leafy vegetables, in the tablets. So they are actually the origin of the found of acids and the bases. Now you can see some images like soaps, detergents, is it? So these are also consisting of some bases. Okay, in what are the bases we will see in details. Now What are the acids? The acids are those substances that occur in taste as a sour, and they are corrosive in nature. So see, the acids, how can you identify the acids? Means what? It is sour in taste. Okay, sour in taste means, for example, if you have a taste that lemon or any type of lemon juice or the orange juice, so you knew it. Next, why they are corrosive in nature and why they are called as a corrosive? Because they used to react with any type of a metals. For example, you can take iron. Okay, if you have any iron piece, okay, if the some portion of that iron or metal has become as a reddish brown color, it means that some reaction has done with that metal, then only that metal has converted into the brownish color. It means that damaging is happening. We normally says that some damage has occurred to that thing, but actually there is some irreversible damage happens in them, and the acidic reaction happens with that metal, then only it will become as a corrosive. Okay, so these are actually the properties of the acids. It turns blue litmus paper to red. What is mean by the litmus? Now the litmus is one paper through that we can identify the particular substance or a solution is a acidic or base. In detail we are going to see what is mean by the litmus, but till that you have to keep this word in mind or a sentence that it turns means acids turns blue. Okay, so blue litmus, it's normally called as a blue litmus. If you are using blue litmus, then it will convert in a red color. It means that that is a acid. If you are using red litmus paper to test that substance, if it will convert into the blue, it means that it's showing opposite color, that is the base. In base we will see these things. Now these substances are chemically acids in nature. For example, like orange, curd, vinegar, HCl. Now what is the role of HCl? Before the heat chapter we have studied about the digestive system of a human being, is it? In that one portion of digestive system is that stomach. Okay, so the stomach is consisting of some juices to digest the food material. To digest mean to break down the food material. But the HCl, what is the role of HCl? It's a hydrochloric acid. Okay, so the hydrochloric acid, what it do? It used to increase or decrease the level of itself. Okay, so whenever the level will increase, it means that the acidity will occur in our body or the stomach. Now hope you understood that why the acidity will or the pH of acidity will increase in our stomach, due to the increase of hydrochloric acid which secretes by our stomach. Now what is the way to reduce the level of HCl? That we will see bases. So these are the examples like spinach. So spinach is consisting of oxalic acid, curd is consisting lactic acid, and that is one our citrus is a citric acid, means that citrus fruit means lemon or the that. Now one more thing is that, so our body is made up of the proteins. Okay, so proteins means what? Now proteins is also made up of amino acids. It means that our whole body is consisting of amino acids. The body or different parts of our body is also need some proteins in the form of acids. So these are some examples which are we normally occur or see or require for our daily life. Now all acids we cannot identify by the test, is it? Some of the acids which are present in nature, those are very harmful, so we cannot test it, is it? For example, like the acid which we use for washing or cleaning our bathrooms, is it, or the toilets, those are very harmful, is it? And we can say that it can burns our skin also, that's why we cannot test it, is it? So that's why there is not only one way to test the acid by taking as a test, but there are the different ways to identify the particular substance is acid or the base. that we will see later in the neutralization. Okay, after the neutralization, now we will move towards our what are the bases. So the bases are the substance that are aqueous in solution. Okay, now these are actually appears as a slippery when you touch or when you take in hand, and its taste is a bitter. Now see why it is aqueous. It's a liquid like solution. Okay, so which is used in the preparation of soaps, detergents and the baking soda. Now why it is known as a slippery. See, if you have taken a soap, okay, in your hand or the palm of hand, so what you feel, it's a very bubbles creating and very soft and slippery, is it? So that's why it's called as a slippery, it can slip. Next, it's a bitter in taste. It's bitter in taste means it's a very bitter for having any taste. Now, these substances are chemically basic in nature. These are basic in nature like a soap, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. Soap, just you know that we use in daily life. Why it's when you occur or when you say that soap is consist the base, when it shows a slippery and the bitter in taste. Okay, next is that the ammonium hydroxide is sometimes used for the preparing some dishes. Okay, next calcium hydroxide, it's used in the toothpaste. So these are some bases which we use in our daily life, just as I was shown some images like detergent, soaps and the baking soda. The baking soda which we used for preparation of the cake, pizza and different bakery products. Next one question we will see before the neutralization. So how can we distinguish acids and the bases substances? See, now you have understood what is meant by the acid and the base. Okay, if the litmus paper will changes their color as a red, then you can say that it's acid. If it will change its color as a blue, it means that it is a basic in nature. Along with that, some of the acids you can analyze by the test also. Okay, so apart from that, how can you distinguish? So just by the testing, or second one is that the identifying the changing in the color. These are only the ways to identify. Okay, now neutralization means what? The neutralization when an acid or the base, okay, if the substance means it's consisting acid and the base, that will react with each other, means acid and base when react with each other to form. Okay, to form means to release, when it get combined and it will releases, okay, like a salt, water and heat, then such a reaction known as neutralization reaction. So neutralization reaction is nothing but one process in which acid base combine, okay, to give or to produce salt, water, heat. That process is known as a neutralization process. So neutralization means no any acid base existence will be there, means if they will react with each other, they will produce salt, heat and water. It means that they will be no more, means if they will combine, it means that there will be no any existence, means the acid base will be destroyed forever. Now the examples like salt, water, sugar. See, if you dissolve the sugar into the into the water, what will happen? The sugar will be dissolved. It means no any color changes will be there. It means the water is neutralized as it, but only the taste will change as a sweetener. Now if you take the example of salt, if you dissolve inside the water, what happens? The salt will be dissolved, but the color of the water will be as it is. It means no any change in the colors. It means whenever the changes in the colors will you identify, it means that you can say that there is, that is the base, that is the acid. So this much is about the neutralization, what are the acids, what are the bases and their respective examples. Hope you have understood and got the better knowledge about the what are the acids, bases. And neutralization means the neutral, means one more example I can give. Neutral means they don't consist any charges, that may be positive, that may be negative. It means they are actually neutral means no any consisting color, okay, but they having a test. Just we have seen the dissolve of salt and water. So this is actually about the neutralization. So in the next session we will see in details about the litmus means what, indicator means what, how they help us to identify the substance is acid or base. Still that, for any doubts and difficulties you can ask me anytime. Thank you.